Nice. I was talking to myself the whole entire time. How funny is that? Nice. I was talking to myself the whole Yeah, dude, I feel stupid now just talking that whole entire time. I guess we're just gonna forget about it because, all of a sudden, you know, my dumb ass somehow did not know that the mic was off. Yeah, man, that is super fun. Alright. I don't even know why the microphone was off too. Like, usually it never turns off. Something I don't know if there is a setting, but I should have it where like it always turns off, so I could kind of like get used to it, like to turning it off. But yeah, I just realized I kind of fucked up the title right now. Like it's not really what I wanted. Like I wanted to put it all like in uppercase because since the game is like all like the if you don't notice, yeah, look the shit's all in uppercase. And the brackets is I guess I could put that too, but that's just too much. That's just like the logo, like how the logo is, or like with the game. All right, guys. But yeah, we're gonna play this though, and yeah, I'm excited. I have the second prototype, so when I'm done with this game, we're gonna probably do a series on the second game too. And the thing is too, we're just gonna see if we are gonna keep continuing the series because like I said, I just been kind of just not been doing that, and I also kept lying and lying and lying and lying, saying I'll do this, saying do that, and I wouldn't. Like I'm so disappointed that I did not do that Street Fighter stream for 5. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. And the thing is too, fuck, I haven't even played that shit in a while now, and I kind of want to do a stream on the JoJo's game because I bought that DLC for Diego, like the new Diego Brando, but he has like the world or whatever. It's like an alternate, I don't know, alternate version or whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't really know the story too because that one's like with the steel bottle run or whatever, which is I think that's part. Wait, so Giorno's 5, right? And then after I think it's Jolene, and then I think it's so that's like part 6, part 7. So probably I guess part 7, part 8, like somewhere around there. I think it's part 7 because I think part 8 is when it's like the other Josuke, like Josuke 8 or whatever. But yeah, like I don't know nothing like in that storyline. Well, kind of, kind of. I kind of spoiled myself on the lore when I was looking at the lore in like the in-game thing because there's a thing to look at it. But supposedly, oh, and something I didn't know now, but Diego Brando is supposed to be a alternate version of Dio, so it's another Dio, which is crazy. Why am I saying Dio weird? I don't be saying it like that, but whatever. But yeah, his yeah, like that's an alternate version of him, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy, you know? Because I didn't even fucking think that he was like, well, I thought he was related to him, you know? Like I thought in some sort of way, like he was related to Dio, but no, he's just fucking Dio, just an alternate timeline. So I was like, all right, but yeah, it's crazy, and I think that kind of explains why something happens in the show that shows that he's is it bisexual? Because I think I kind of got a little spoiled one time because one time I was just kind of like searching something up and I saw like there was an image where it was like him like Dio and what you fucking call it fuck, what's Made in Heaven, Made in Heaven, the fool, what's his name, oh Father Pucci. But yeah, him. There was like this scene I think, but I just saw a picture I think. That's all I saw. Like I didn't see nothing more. But it was him and him looking at each other or something. But it looked weird because they were like really close, and it looked like they were gonna kiss and shit. They probably did, but yeah. And the thing is too, guys, you know that's crazy. I didn't even know fucking Diego or not Diego, Dio was bisexual. I didn't even fucking know that. So that's crazy. I mean, I don't see him different, just because he's bisexual. But yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I was surprised. I was like, what? Like, what the hell? Like he's bisexual? But then I guess I bet there's gonna be like someone in the like or like someone that's gonna tell me like, oh nah, well I mean, or like or saying like, oh well no shit, did you know why JoJo's like why people say it's gay or whatever or like why it's like, and all that shit. But I'm like, bro, the thing is like so far like the only thing that's been like I guess you could say like oh it's like it's gay or something and just saying hey I'm not saying that as in like oh that like I don't be saying shit like that like oh that's what I'm saying I don't know like not in a harmful way what I'm saying I don't be saying that like that but um okay whatever I feel like I'm like entering another realm of when I'm saying that word I try not to be saying that shit like that like what I'm saying. All right, but anyways, I think oh like things that were like I guess you could say considered like that were oh when people saw cars because they were like oh my god he made me zesty what I'm saying. And then the other thing is like oh like yeah the Pillar Men or whatever and I think fuck what was I know there's another thing. Oh, there was that weird scene in part three where it's like in that one part with the magnet with the magnetism lady or whatever, the one where she has yeah the power or whatever. I fucking forgot her name, but it's Maria, yeah, or something like that, right? And there was a part where I think when Abdul and Joseph when they were both going like or whatever like in the street or some shit like and they were trying to chase her down. They noticed that like they started getting stuck to each other, and then it was kind of funny because the more like they kept running, they started noticing that they were just like getting stuck, so they couldn't like really do nothing. Like it was hindering their running. They couldn't do shit. So then I remember they had to like they were trying to see if like they could like separate each other or whatever. But then it got weird because Joseph or wait, was it Joseph who was the one that was on Abdul or it was the opposite? I think it was the opposite. Um, but Joseph, I think he had like his head in his like crotch area, and then people like I remember, bro, in this scene was so bad because there was people there, and it was just making it even more like funnier and like all that, and like they were looking at them thinking like oh like they're over here fucking like doing public like sex acts or whatever, and then and then it was funny because later on before there's a scene before where like when they were in the girls' bathroom they were like trying to find like Maria in there, but then when they thought that it was one of the women was her, it was just like the old lady or whatever that Joseph met like in the beginning of that episode where he was like getting out of his like room and he met this old lady that wanted like I don't know like like that like Joseph. But once that old lady saw what was going on, she was like, "Oh, you're cheating on me," or like, and all that stuff. And then they started like, or she started being on him or whatever, and he was over here like just like trying to get the fuck out. At some point, it gets a point where they're doing like the fucking like he has like um I don't know whoever was ever been down, but someone was been down, and you know what I'm saying, like they had the crotch there. But yeah, dude, that scene was so bad. That scene was so bad, but like funny at the same time. Because like the reason why I say it's bad because like oh my god, like like that shit was crazy. But yeah, all right, yeah, okay. I don't know why we're even talking about JoJo's. This game has nothing to do with JoJo, so sorry if I was talking too much. Extras. So, just saying, guys, the only reason why I even knew this game, or how I even know about it, or like, had anything about it, but basically, yeah, just saying, guys, this is gonna be my first time playing Prototype, but basically, the only way I even knew about this was because I knew this guy, like, he was my friend in high school, and this was, I think, during, like, sophomore year, yeah. And basically, introduced me to this game because I remember when we were talking about games, he told me like, oh, there's this, or like, or he was talking about like this game or whatever, like Prototype, and I was like, oh, like, like what's that? And then he said, yo, you want to like see a trailer or whatever? And then he showed me the trailer that I guess like they had for like the E3 or like what I'm saying, like some shit for it when it came out. And I saw it and I was like, oh, it was pretty cool. Like, looks like it's a pretty cool game. And then, but the thing is too, he didn't really show me gameplay, so it's kind of like, oh, well, like you're not really showing me like how good the game is. But yeah, he introduced me to the trailer though, and that's how I kind of had an idea of what that game was. But then I was gonna say before I even knew about or when he told me that, I actually kind of did have a memory of Prototype because there was times where like when I went to the swap meet with my like dad or you know what I'm saying, like with my family, and there will be times where I'll see that game on like on the like one of the people would like on like that are in the swap meet like would have it or whatever, and I would like try to ask like cool shits.